Did you know that men can get breast cancer too? Yes, you heard that right, mates. While it might seem like a plot twist in a bizarre medical drama, it's indeed a reality. Every year, about 1% of all breast cancer cases are diagnosed in men. Not a huge number, but significant enough to take note. This revelation isn't just a curiosity. It underscores the universal nature of breast cancer, affecting both genders. Now that I've got your attention, let's dive deeper into what exactly causes breast cancer. Ever wondered what's really going on inside our bodies that leads to breast cancer? Let's dive into the labyrinth of genetic and environmental factors that play a role in this complex condition. Imagine your body as a high-tech factory. It's running smoothly, producing all the cells you need. Now, every factory has its set of blueprints. That's your DNA. Within this intricate code lie genes like BRCA1 and BRCA2. When these genes function properly, they're like quality control inspectors, ensuring that cells grow and divide correctly. However, mutations in these genes can turn them from protectors into unwitting accomplices of cancer. It's as if the quality control inspectors started missing faulty products on the line, letting them slip through unchecked. Now, let's add another layer. Think of your lifestyle and environment as the daily operations within this factory. Exposure to radiation, whether from medical treatments or environmental sources, can be likened to a sudden power surge in our factory, scrambling the control systems. Similarly, hormonal fluctuations, particularly involving estrogen, can fuel certain types of breast cancer, much like an overheating machine that starts malfunctioning. But it's not just about internal mechanics. External factors play a significant role too. Consider alcohol consumption, obesity, and physical inactivity. These are akin to neglecting regular maintenance in our factory, which gradually leads to breakdowns. Then there's the aspect of age. As the factory gets older, the risk of glitches increases. It's a natural part of wear and tear, or in biological terms, the aging process, which can heighten the risk of breast cancer. So, while genetics load the gun with potential threats, environmental and lifestyle factors are often what pull the trigger. It's a complex interplay of internal blueprints and external influences, making each case of breast cancer unique. So, it's a bit like a dodgy game of chance, but not all is left to fate. Imagine your body is sending you secret Morse code messages. Would you know how to read them? Just like a car uses dashboard lights to tell you something's up, like the fuel's low or the engine needs checking, your body has its way of flashing warning signs too. Let's decode some of these signals when it comes to breast health. First up, the classic warning light, a lump or thickening in the breast or underarm area. Think of this like the engine warning light. It doesn't always mean disaster, but it's definitely not something to ignore. It's your body's way of saying, hey, get this checked out. Then there's the change in the size or shape of the breast. If your left headlight suddenly looked different from your right, you'd notice, right? Similarly, any unexplained change in how your breasts look could be significant. It's like your body nudging you, saying, something's not quite right here. Next, consider the skin over the breast. If it starts to look a bit like an orange peel, textured and dimpled, it's akin to your car's oil light coming on. This could be a sign of inflammation or fluid buildup, and it's a cue to consult a professional. And don't overlook the warning light of nipple discharge, especially if it's unexpected and not due to pregnancy or breastfeeding. If your car started leaking oil or some other fluid you didn't put in there, you'd check it out, wouldn't you? The same goes for this symptom. Lastly, redness or a rash on the nipple or breast can be like the brake warning light. It's a clear signal that you need to stop and assess the situation, because ignoring it could lead to more serious problems down the road. So remember these signs and take them as seriously as you would any critical alert from your vehicle. Keep an eye on the dashboard, and you might just catch something before it gets serious. Let's bust some myths and set the record straight. All right, gather around for a quick myth-busting session. First off, the biggie. Only women need to worry about breast cancer. Now, while it's true that women are at a higher risk, men can and do get breast cancer too. Though it's rare, with men making up less than 1% of all cases, that still translates to about 1 in 1,000. So yes, gentlemen, it's not just a women's issue. Moving on to another popular myth. You can't get breast cancer if it doesn't run in your family. Now, Hold on to your hats because this will shock you. About 85% of breast cancer cases occur in women with no family history of the disease. That's right, folks. Being genetically unlinked doesn't grant you immunity. It's like thinking you can't win the lottery because no one in your family ever has. Surprising, but entirely possible. And here's a fun visual for you. Imagine thinking you could avoid breast cancer by not wearing underwire bras. Yes, this is an actual myth. Studies show no significant correlation between bra wearing, underwire or otherwise, and increased breast cancer risk. So feel free to wear your favorite bra or not. Your choice won't affect your breast cancer risk. Armed with the truth, we're all better equipped to tackle this beast. Now, who wouldn't want to outsmart breast cancer before it strikes? Let's dive into some proactive measures that can be likened to donning a superhero cape in the battle against this formidable foe. First off, let's talk about regular exercise. Imagine your body as a superhero city, and exercise as its diligent police force patrolling the streets, keeping everything orderly. Regular physical activity, be it jogging, swimming, or even brisk walking, acts as a natural defense system. It helps regulate hormones like estrogen and insulin, which in excess can fuel breast cancer growth. By keeping active for at least 30 minutes a day, you're essentially boosting your city's defense mechanism against the invasion of cancer cells. Next up, maintaining a healthy diet. Think of this as equipping your city's forces with the best possible gear. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, and low in processed foods and red meats, can be a powerful ally. These foods are like the high-tech weapons that help fight off invaders. They contain antioxidants and other nutrients that protect your cells from damage and reduce inflammation, which can be a precursor to cancer. Reducing alcohol consumption is another key strategy. It's like cutting off a sneaky supply line that the enemy, in this case cancer, might use to gain strength. Alcohol can increase levels of estrogen and other hormones associated with breast cancer. By limiting intake, you're keeping these levels in check and depriving cancer cells of a potential growth booster. For those at high risk, preventive surgeries such as a mastectomy or oophorectomy might be considered. This is akin to building high walls or a moat around your superhero city. These surgeries significantly reduce the risk of breast cancer by removing tissues where cancer is most likely to develop. In essence, each of these preventative measures adds a layer of protection, fortifying your city against the assault of breast cancer. It's about stacking the odds in your favor, folks. Awareness isn't just about knowing, it's about doing. Imagine if every chat over a cuppa could help save a life. Sounds powerful, right? Well, it can be. By simply talking about breast cancer, its signs, and prevention, everyone plays a crucial role in spreading awareness. It's like tossing a pebble into a pond. The ripples reach far and wide. Think about it. How often do people shy away from discussing health, especially something as serious as cancer? It's time to change that narrative. By bringing up breast cancer in conversations, be it at your local sports club or during a family dinner, you're helping dispel myths and encouraging others to be more mindful of their health. And it doesn't stop at just talking. Participating in or donating to breast cancer research charities is another tangible way to make a difference. These organizations are at the forefront of finding a cure and improving treatment options. Your support could fund the next big breakthrough in breast cancer care. Remember, it's about harnessing the power of community. When people come together, the impact is immense. Organize or join local awareness events, marathons, bake sales, or even online webinars. Every event, no matter the size, helps in fostering a supportive network for those affected and increases the visibility of this vital cause. Every conversation can be a lifeline. All right, we've had a fair dinkum chat about breast cancer today. We've dived into its causes, sifted through symptoms, and debunked a few myths. Remember, being aware and proactive about prevention can make a world of difference. Keep an eye out for warning signs and encourage loved ones to do the same. Let's keep this conversation going and spread the knowledge far and wide. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more life-saving tips. Together, we can knock the socks off breast cancer.